As you all heard, at this point in time, we're keeping the board open. We're still going to stay in session. We're going to give an ability for members to be able to do the right thing and open up government so we can send a bill to the governor's desk. The Senate could have been doing the same thing today, trying to pass a budget. A budget doesn't have to originate here. Normally the Senate actually goes first in the budget. Historically, even though a few times the Assembly has done it. And I urge those members that support this budget will come and vote for this budget because it's a good budget and it's a budget that needs to get to the governor's desk, and it's going to impact, as of this hour, it's going to impact residents of the state of New Jersey. And I just look forward to hopefully getting this accomplished and minimizing the damage.
What's been going on the last couple hours? Have you had conversations with the governor?
I have not had conversations with the governor. I've had conversations with different individuals, the minority leader, the Senate president, and we've been talking, but there hasn't been anything that we can come to any type of an agreement. There hasn't been anything else. And again, I reiterate to all of you, I've been the one that's been trying to negotiate. I negotiated on the school funding because that was the big thing around this. It was, the 100 days. Senator Sweeney, I won't, pass a budget. I'll shut government down if I don't get it. Guess what? We did that. I did it at the cost of some districts that already had struck in all of them had struck their budget, but they actually are losing money. That is going to be difficult for them. Governor retweaked it. We gave him that. His piece was in there. And then he comes back and he says, oh, and by the way, I want these two bills that I thought were not good bills. I talked to the caucus. We decided to give him one of the two, the lottery. That is something of substance for him that he wanted. We did that. So that's negotiation. And at the end of the day, these other members to sit on their hands and then today abstain on a budget that some of them voted for in committee, and we got it out of both houses, there's no need to have a government shutdown because of other people want a particular bill, and the governor is holding that for ransom to these members that you need to ask them why they won't do that. And if they give you that they want assurances, there's never been assurance. What's the difference in his 8th budget from his 1st through 7th? The last 4 I've been as the speaker, and 2 before that as the budget chairman. There has never been any assurances, and there never will be. And when you have a guy that when he was running for, he said to people, I won't touch your pension, and then he decimated it, well, you know what? At the end of the day, guy that you can't trust.
Everyone has said, the governor, Sweeney, Lou Greenwald, you yourself, it doesn't have to be Horizon. It could be something else that we can all agree on. What was discussed today on that front? Did any proposals surface that could get there?
The only thing that that the governor, and I think I said the story, he said you could figure out some priority, something that you may want. I said any good public policy that you want. He says, well, you guys talk amongst yourself, meaning me and the Senate president, and come back with something. So when we got back to the caucus, the majority leader said that the governor had got him, and he wanted the notification bill from the newspapers. We actually, so he
Christie asked Greenwald for that?
That was exactly what was said in the caucus, and that was talked about in the caucus. The majority leader talked about it. So I asked for a show of hands. There was no support, no appetite for that. So that was off the table, and that was the only thing that was really anything of substance that he came back to us. There wasn't anything that. I had different conversations. I'm not going to get into specifics with the minority leader, other things. He says, those things, nothing. So there was nothing else came of substance. So this is the one thing here that I can tell you. The government will want to go and paint me that I'm the guy shutting down government. For all essence, he's the one because he's holding the budget ransom with these 24 members that have abstained, that should be voting for it. And those are the members that are shutting down government at this point in time, and they need to move that needle and change those abstentions to yeses.
The governor's office put out a statement saying that you're preventing him from having a speech that he didn't ask for. I'm a bit confused myself, but he wants a session tomorrow at 11 a.m. And so by you keeping the
we're in
open,
session, so I want to pass this out of here. For him to call a session while we're in session, we can't. And
so you're not preventing him from doing anything?
I'm not preventing him. This is a co-equal branch of government, and we're in session.
But are your members going to go home for the night and then
yeah,
come back at some point tomorrow?
They can come back anytime. What I announced was that I'm going to have them on 2 hours call. If anything changes, members come in, I'll make that decision, give them 2 hours notice to be back here. I don't know when that will be.
Would you notify us of 2 hours?
I guess we can do that too.
Are you going to stay here overnight, or are you going home?
No, I'm going home. That's everybody. Everybody's going home. The members need to come back and vote. I'm not night watchman.
So I'm just
superhero for
if everyone is saying that they're open to something else, but nothing is really coming up, is this just a fig leaf, and everyone is really going after Horizon?
But this is where we are. That has nothing to do with the budget. So everybody, you guys are losing the focus. The budget document came out of both budget committees. It needs to be voted on. There's nothing that you should be holding hostage. And these members are preventing government from functioning. So that's what you got. So it has nothing to do with Horizon.
Speaker,
it has to do with the budget.
Did you say earlier, though, that someone in the Christie meeting had mentioned sick pay reform as a possible compromise?
That was discussed. That was brought up.
What was the caucus's reaction?
The caucus's reaction, that was not something that they were looking to do.
And I
don't believe that was something the governor wanted either.
So, did you present any? I know you said that you didn't talk to the governor directly in the past couple hours, but was any kind of indication about maybe altering the Horizon bill at all in any
no, we had conversations, but there was nothing formal of any changes of anything now. No.
So, did you present anything and the governor reject?
No.
Okay.
So where do you go from here? You just leave this board open till members to change their mind, or do you look for a compromise on something else?
The board stays open till members come and do the right thing and take care of those potential about 100,000 residents. Make sure that parks will be open, the motor vehicles will be open, the unemployment will be off, offices will be open, and it's hurting lives. These are individuals that are not going to get paid. So these members need to come and do the right thing so we can get a budget to the governor. And I put it on them. For me, I'm not stopping government. I've been here sitting and with them there and just sitting on their hands. That's unconscionable.